What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week, another project on my 23 F-150. We're sitting here on the golf cart, but we got some more golf cart stuff coming soon. I still got to get this lift kit installed. We're going to actually do something again to the 23. No overlanding stuff, no camping stuff this week. But I've had and have been, I'll say, a partner of Wolfbox for a very long time. Love their stuff. I've had a G900 Tripro, a G900 Pro, a standard G900 back in the day. I have their air pump. I have their jump pack. I have pretty much everything. So when another brand reached out to me and said, "Hey Joe, we want to send you a dash cam," I said, "Hey, thanks, but no thanks. Been with Wolfbox for a long time. Absolutely love their product. I'm just not interested." They came back and said, no. We got to send it to you. I said, guys, I don't want it. Frankly, I just don't. For about the fourth email, I finally caved and said, you know what? Send it to me. I'll give it a go. If you really think it's that great, send it to me. It's been about 6 weeks now that it's been sitting on the shelf because I said, I love my Wolfbox. One day I'll get to it, but I love what I got. So anyway, that's how we kind of got to today. I was sitting around after the kids went to bed and I said, well, let's give it a whirl. So what I got is a dash cam from a company called TopDisplay. It is 100% plug and play in your 10 pin, 13 pin, whatever the pin cable that goes into the back of your standard factory OEM mirror. All the power runs to that. From that to this. All you do is unplug it and plug it back in. So I don't know why I was leery about that, but I kind of was. It's really pretty cool, the fact that it works that way. And before we did all this, I went out there and I'm like, all right, is it really like that? Or are they just, clever marketing and you're going to actually have to run 6 other wires through the headliner? No, I plugged it right in. It fired right up and I'm like, I'll be darned. This is cool. So it only has 2 cameras. It has a front camera and then you do have to run wiring for the back camera. I mean, that is what it is. It's a standard aux input is what I'll call it. It's not aux, but you know what I mean. And it's easy. I still got my Wolfbox installed right now. We're gonna go pull the Wolfbox out. We'll unbox this so you can see what's all included, what it's gonna be, what install will look like. Frankly, I'm not ripping all the wiring from the Wolfbox out because I don't want to. But as far as overall install on this, absolute cakewalk compared to what any other unit I have had or looked at is like. This is gonna bolt right in or plug right in. It's gonna sit on your rear view mirror cleat. And then all you're gonna have to do is run one wire to wherever you want it mounted. I'm gonna mount mine in the exact same location that that my current G900 Tripro rear cam is. And we're gonna give it a shot. Let's check out what's in the box though, all right? Let's see what's in here in the box. Pretty nice box. As a millennial, love a good box. Install instructions, warranty card, mirror. Honestly, look at you. Hey, there I am. And there's my camera. Looks like an OEM mirror. It really does. Has a power button on the bottom here. Has really, really nice mirror display that if you had the actual display turned off, it'd be fine. You've got front-facing camera. Your multi-pin connector for your factory, dimmer, which is, I believe, will still make your factory dimming mirrors work, which is a huge plus, and aux input, GPS. I never run GPS on any of my stuff because I don't like the extra wires, and the little memory card in there. So that's the mirror. There's your speaker right here. So that's the mirror. Then you've got the rear camera, comes with your plug, a wiring harness. This would be your trigger wire to have it when you put it in reverse. that it will trigger the lines on the camera. I've never used that for anything I've had either, so we're not going to use that either. There's your GPS. Again, I don't use it. And there's your cleat for your mount for the cleat on your windshield. That's all that's included, guys. Super easy, super straightforward. So, first thing I'm going to do, it looks like this just, I'm going to have to unscrew it. It screws together. I thought it just clipped together. It screws together. So that's how that's going to go. I'm going to go get a screwdriver so I can screw that together. It just pops right in. And it's going to go like that, like that. So let me get a screwdriver. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Throw it right together. Drop the screw in. And screw it together. All one piece. All right, let's get out to the truck. All right, so as you see, the Wolfbox is in. I'm gonna have to unplug all that, so I'm just gonna pop this down. Unplug, unplug, unplug. All cameras are unplugged, and then this will have to come down, and that's just gonna pull right off. And that'll come right off. There are, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 clips that all go together there to knock that. And then there's all of your wiring. And I had mine tucked up here, but there's your connector that you need in order to plug it in. So let me unbolt the Wolfbox from here, and then we'll start setting it up. Just like that, Wolfbox is down just with one screw. There's your cleat. And this should just pop right in. Look at that. Pops right in. I got it backwards, so hold on. I lied to you. I have that backwards. All right, it's flipped around now, sitting like this. That's how it needs to be. And there it is, hanging just perfect like that. Let me plug this in right into the back where you know it goes, and we'll have her powered on here in a second. All right, and let's plug it in. I do have accessory power on, so it should power right up. Boom, welcome. There's your front cam. This is obviously going to be adjusted however probably just like that. I'm going to screw this down so it's nice and tight. There we go. Nice and secure. Hold on. All right, now she's in there nice and tight. I didn't have that screw on the bracket put together. You get a bunch of bars on here because I have my LED lights in the garage. Wonder if I can change the refresh rate. Speaker, screensaver, data, summer trip, format, default. I don't think I can change refresh rate, but I don't think it needs it. All right, so there's that. And then I do need to get the wiring ran for the rear camera. All I'm going to do there is plug it in here because all we're doing is testing this. Obviously, you guys know how to run the camera. If you watched my Wolfbox one, it ran back down there, down to the door sill, all the way back to the back, up that pillar, and then it's sitting right in the middle of your screen there on the back. So I'm just going to pop that one off, let it sit down, and then mount up the other one right there. So stand by while I do that. All right, there's rear cam there. Honestly, I think it's great. Can't say anything bad about that. Screen quality, camera quality, it's really, really nice. It's exactly the same as how I had my Wolfbox. It's 4K. It looks really, really nice. I mean, the date and time and all that aren't right, but hey, that's okay. And it's mounted in the exact same spot. right there. And the other one's still dangling there, so that's why it looks a little funny. Let's get out and take it on a drive and see what this is like. So that's the recording. You can swap screens like this. You can do side by side, front and rear. You can do just the front. You can do just the rear. You can have audio on and off, lock it, snap a picture. I mean, this looks, I don't know what I just clicked, honestly, but this looks awesome. I wonder if I can do system settings. Let me do some figuring here. System settings, boot sound language, date time, summertime, format default version. I don't know if this has, it's got all sorts of smart driving. I don't know what that is. That's interesting. Active lane departure, blind spot detection, LCA, something about, I don't know what LCA is. I don't know. This is all your different recordings. I do not know, honestly, if this has 24/7 recording. All right, so I did read the manual. It does not have, and if it does, I have no idea how to get it, 24/7 recording, and that kind of does make sense. One thing you do gain, obviously, is auto dim, or you retain your dimming over, you know, like a Wolfbox or something else. I would miss the 24/7 recording, but honestly, guys, picture quality is great. I really do like that. I like the blind spot monitoring, lane change assist, and the active driver, you know, assistance, saying, hey, is there, you know, a car coming up on, are you coming up on a car or whatever. But this is an extremely nice plug and play dash cam. All right, so like I was saying, I am very impressed by the plug and play nature of this dash cam. Like, being able, it's been 18 minutes total from the time I started the video until right now while I'm driving down the street. Granted, I mean, look, that was not running the wiring as it's designed and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you're not gonna have it done in 20 minutes, said, done, over, but you do this right, you can have this done in easily an hour, full install. And there's people who quote like a Wolfbox install like 6 hours, which is, I don't know, it's mind numbing, but hey, shops are shops, whatever. But still, this is killer, guys. I think the quality is really good. Do I think it's perfect? No, it's a little foggy, I'd say. It's a little foggy, and it's probably hard to pick up on the screen, but I'd say it's slightly foggier, and it is looking through my back glass, sure, but I'd say it is slightly foggier than my Wolfbox is. But really, guys, all things considered, if you're looking for a plug-and-play value dash cam, these guys were right. I'm impressed with the unit. I'm not impressed enough to keep it and not keep my Wolfbox, because I freaking love my Wolfbox. They don't support me anymore. That is what it is. I am still technically an affiliate for them. I'm an affiliate for these guys for some reason. Truthfully, I would buy this camera if I've never had my Wolfbox before. It's a great camera. It's nice that it plugs and plays. I like the driver assistance stuff that it has. That's kind of cool. I don't know how it technically works, and frankly, I'm not gonna risk my vehicle to make sure it works right. But you know, that it is kind of cool. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get this truck back home now that I've made sure that, hey, while I'm driving, this works fine. There's no rattles, there's no vibrations, no shakes. Everything looks fine on that. It hasn't aired out. Truthfully, yeah, I'd recommend this thing. If you're wanting a more involved install and all the features and 3 cameras and all the knickknacks and gadgets and yada yadas, I'd go with the Wolfbox G900 Tripro. If you want a quick install, a no nonsense, retains all of your you know, your mirror dimming, and you don't have to hack, you don't have to tap into your fuse box and all that, I would absolutely buy this thing. But hey, that's where it is. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this week. I hope that gives you an idea on, you know, one of these other options on the market compared to, you know, what I've run for a long time. This is a great camera. It's not the camera I'm going to use though, but it is a great camera. I will see you guys again next time. Y'all have a good one.